Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Dig. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. 1st and 10 from the 33. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
After 41-yard line, brings up 2nd down.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground with the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sanders. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. And back to the air on 2nd down. This time on target. Great move. Now he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
7, Maryland, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Hemby. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it down the left side. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
They get the go route outside, and the quarterback was just licking his chops. He looked outside. He saw press man-to-man coverage, and he knew he had to win. If he could just be accurate with the throw, that was going to be an explosive play. You just could not draw that up any better.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. The pitch. At the 40, there he goes. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That big play for the offense will be nullified by a penalty, and if you want to frustrate your coaches, yeah, that's the way to do it. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Caught. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Caught behind the line. It's good. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's good. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got enough space, and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. Colorado 14, Maryland 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Makes his connection. And the Buffaloes have a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bucks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On the return, it's Hunter. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're...
Snags it on the right. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
28, Maryland, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking left. A strike downfield. The tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Got him downfield. And he's running in the open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Hood. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Maryland! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over Georgia State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
With the catch, it's Horn. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And it's caught inside the 30. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Coming after it. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Got his man quickly. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Fires left. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
First down for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Trying to get to him. Floating away. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Unleashes it. Finds the big tight end. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's good. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Terrapins will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's good. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Colorado.
Really nice to himself opening. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Smith. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Finds his man. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. They're bringing heat. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Terrapins! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
Maryland, 21.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. With the catch, it's Hood. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control. And you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners. And you could tell the awareness was fully there near the...
Running toward the tape. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw at Sanders. Pressure coming. It's caught. Can't White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
42, Maryland, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of
a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Maryland! Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's going to go down at the 1.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
17 on the play. Third down coming. Of the third quarter of play, with the score, Colorado 42, Maryland 28.
They go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Oh, he wants it all. Reels it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffalo! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll throw it on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Howard. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, we could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Looking to go up top on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Bringing it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They try to pop a run on the draw. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to have a lot of precision and timing on these slant throws, right? You're throwing it as soon as the receiver comes out of the break to try to get it to him quickly. They just didn't have the timing there, and it falls incomplete.
They want to just keep throwing it. They're trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incomplete.
Multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Sanders. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He wants to go deep. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Smith. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like
he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
He tries to take the top off. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He makes the catch. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Howard. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
1st and goal, Maryland.
From the gun. He caught it.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there in the slot.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Can the D deny them on? Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Maryland! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And Listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive. Way up here the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
To the air, it's Sanders. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he got loose, it was all over. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wide out. Makes the grab, and they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Coming after it. Stands in and takes the hit. And he's got it inside the 10. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up. From the gun, trying to get to him. Got it! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that.
Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting a touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
The snap sets up the throw. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.